Bepiemu wo manga na de a dwumadie kese bia kwaso pa na ne tetwe ne twetwe wuro ni piankoma ene kopiemu wase wona wonim onyam no wonim oduru ene okohwebo ama bibia timi koso ne nyina da ene setemuafo panyina sese mampanyina apa no Gertrude Torkornu na wose ye pa no ede ne kire esanse sansafa de a wode kire na de ne fenti na awrokwa wode ne kokko obo no momaso ene tuwo bodwa danka e magana mampanyina na nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo rempemasi edu obofkase ayi na da yedi na yawo wokogina hwehwe ma bibia timi koso amamre ne amane kwaso e mama me ne so afena muso ayese wo so yare ne obo ye frɛ na no pawia ne anwumra wo beba na mra mampanyini kasa na wose udi da na ebo na ewiase so afo na kyerɛ ne to aso mami efiri so agye ntitie wie yese mranifo waso manga na kwaniase nyina da eso na efiri so wo hya ase setemuafo efiri high court appeals court ediko supreme court nyina da waso aboa matentene ne atumi akoso wose mampanyini da je ekufo penso wo mama me no eso e ma ne kopie mu wo court ansa na mampanyini da John Dramani Mahama so penso wono so sa na wono eduru ne so wono so akopa mu amis wo mra ne wo mehwe e ma tentene ne entimi nkoso etiamre ko ba se timuafo panyina no wo wode ne dwumadi ekwa na wiye no na wo hu behia se eja entifu ni wapegyafo nti opo bi no osi na namu wo twitwa na ni kurukuru ye si dada ko kata boku tu apre ma mi papa wuri bobom fire ba me Gertrude Torkornu so inekosi
Justice, the second president of the Fourth Republic, Your Excellency John Akufo-Addo, Chairperson and members of the Council of State, immediate past Chief Justice, Chief of Staff in the Office of the President and officials of the Presidency, Attorney General, Ministers and Deputy Ministers of State, the First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and other members of Parliament, Justices of the Supreme Court, active and retired, and other Justices of the Superior Court of Judicature, judges, members of the Judicial Council, Judicial Secretary, Chief of Defense Staff, Inspector General of Police, Service Chiefs, the President, members of the Bar Council, and members of the Ghana Bar Association, the Dean and members of the Diplomatic Corps, and alumni of Wesley Girls High School. Fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you to Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency, where we have inducted into office today a new Chief Justice of the Republic, who is now the head of the judiciary, the third arm of government, responsible above all for maintaining the integrity of our constitutional order. This is the third time as president that I've had the honor of discharging the constitutional obligation of administering the oath of office to a Chief Justice. On Wednesday, 24th of May 2023, Chief Justice Kwesi Enin-Yabua, the 14th occupant of the office in the nation's independent history, went into a much-deserved retirement on his 70th birthday, as mandated by the Constitution. As I indicated at the farewell dinner held on 19th May in his honor by the Ghana Bar Association, Chief Justice Enin-Yabua has had an outstanding legal career, which saw it rise to its greatest heights in his latter years. His tenure of office as Chief Justice saw arguably the largest infrastructural development undertaken in the history of the judiciary. A Court of Appeal complex in Kumasi, residential facilities for Court of Appeal judges in Kumasi, 6 new high courts in the 6 new regions, 120 courts, and 150 duty post bungalows. This is the hallmark of his era as Chief Justice, as was his strong defense of judicial independence in and out of court, irrespective of their ethnic, gender, religious, or regional affiliations, share the same opportunities, a Ghana that meets fundamental requirements of social justice and solidarity. In order to realize the aspirations of freedom, justice, and prosperity that inspired the great patriots who fought for the liberation of our country from the shackles of colonialism and imperialism, we have all to dedicate ourselves to this collective endeavor in unity and honesty. I, for one, have unwavering faith in the limitless potential of Ghana's future and will make every effort to bring about the radiance of the Black Star. I'm confident that Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornu will play an important role in this undertaking. I congratulate her warmly on her appointment, and I wish her the best of luck and Godspeed in the discharge of the duties of her high office. May God bless Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkornu, the members of the judiciary, and us all. And may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Etigana mampanyino no nana Ado Dankwa Akufo-Addo over Facebook over YouTube na kwa TikTok wa video ne na da ho no embra wo kasa no wahwe ne suit to come ene ne white shirt no wabɔ ne tie dia to so ene ma Gertrude wono so wahye ne wig ene ne robe no ogina ho a just wo mu yi mfonyine no ne ade amampanyina be de kire kura so ka ho bia wo mu nyina bu ama bibia timi akonkan na embra wo wie na ma Gertrude Araba Isaba ki Torkornu wo gina simpie ne apaso ene wo se dwumadi ade ama no no wo nim sesa bi nya bayira berwadwo ene nti bayir ni fumpini wahwe hu so obeye ni ye na ho abanyam.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Chairman of the Council of State, the Chief of Staff, Office of the President, Your Excellencies, former President of the Republic, Your Lordships, Justices of the Supreme Court and other superior courts, my Lord Spiritual, retired Chief Justices, retired Justices of the Superior Courts, my honored guests from the Supreme Court and High Court of Nigeria, Nanom, distinguished invited guests, and friends from the media. It is with utmost humility and a sense of deep obligation to the nation that I stand here today to respond to the remarks of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. On this solemn occasion of being entrusted with leading the judiciary, the third arm of government, pursuant to Article 1254 of the 1992 Constitution, I receive the responsibility with commitment to give of my utmost to the Republic of Ghana. I thank Your Excellency for leading me for this responsibility pursuant to Article 1441 of the 1992 Constitution. I thank the Council of State for favorably considering this nomination, and I thank the representatives of the people of Ghana in Parliament for unanimously approving my nomination to this high office. As the 15th Chief Justice of this great republic since the independence of Ghana in 1957, the 27th Chief Justice since the former judicial system was established with the enactment of the Supreme Court Ordinance of 1876 after the revocation of the 1853 Supreme Court Ordinance that established the Supreme Court of the Forts and Settlements of the Gold Coast. And the third woman Chief Justice, I am well aware that I stand on extremely tall shoulders.
Eni ayekoti ye temwafo panyina waso afnemo so isesie Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkornu ina atese wo chirim no ote ya was utmost humility na so de ahobrase pa na de ba beso mo mangana nti ye nyina ye boni chidom mo na donte ya ja etu enya giginafo aneto na ne dwumadi ne nkonkan ekua utmost humility
wakan ho
utmost humility
video no so na dem no wahu
we alive live feed live feed
na juada abusia ya toa so na asem no an ye wom oba pani Torkornu ne nsem a enne ho apasro no afutuo so akwama no ya we pani bi okira de asuapon ye wom finfini mantem University of Cape Coast Jonathan Asante okire en wo tu oba pani fo se ya kasa wo yo oba a wo toso miensa ya wo be temuafo pani wo mayimu ana ya kasa bedi animu nukuredie nkoso wa atenti ni mu a wo se Ghana fo nyina efiri nkwade be simpani wo bie ni wo ehwe maami se na dwuma wo beye se Chief Justice wo ba wo toso miensa Chief Justice ye ni amanfo nchini wa hye ye kwa so mra hye bedwam nyina wo yase wiage watum wo se wo meye adwuma soronko sani ne wo manfo bi hu ne se eba sani adwuma no mu a entanchia bi koso ewo mu asasem bi wo no mu a ye di sa asem ni bi da ye na asem no ko benkum wo behwe na nne mpanimfo adi sasam kro no bi yesi asam na afedi ekonifa eno ho afutuo na owura Jonathan Asante Ochire ene wodi abase Chief Justice fofora wabe mu obi enwu se wadwuma abo ye no nukuredi ye adwuma ye kasa nukuredi a wugina mfimfini abusiansam odi tu dwa nyina ne oba ibrofo a wo kan no na pani chiem se nya brofo kanko e wasa nukuredi ye adwuma.
We demand, as a nation, consistency from the Supreme Adjudicature under the leadership of the Chief Justice. And certain rulings and as a judgment be above on it doesn't speak well of the nobility of the Supreme Court, as we all cherish and hold to that high esteem. The issue of e-levy, it was passed when minority took the issue to court. Say, what's a quorum? Enuni. Nankofo enye quorum. No mo diaba. No mo to pass it through e-levy. Until no mo so mo shana monka. You see, because the Supreme Court meddled in the affairs of Parliament. Now up to now, they've not been able to come out as to whether say umunya quorum and umunya quorum. It also means certain cases to be bar. It's timeless delivery in here. Like Yura, former Auditor General, Dom Levlo, Nasemi Baye. The president and his team were acting unconstitutionally. What stopped the Supreme Court? The way they did quorum thing with this lawyer and elector at UPSC or the Assembly Court. The way, the first manner they delivered that, it was top notch. Because that time, he had careful about a budget. Inconsistency. And whenever they have been consistent, for me, their consistency has been on the part of government, not on the part of the others.
Abusiani awuchi ye pani chiradia wo mayi siapon ye wo mfimfini mantem Cape Coast owura Jonathan Asante Ochire no ochire mo se he ya akoye se o mayi aseni a yedie nyina temu yi eba no wo behwe na chese kwa abanyafa na kwa abanyafa enu wa chire bie abubo ogbobi so ebra ye beka se wo pani Adom level se asemu fa ne ho ye di asemi wo mayi aseni ye kasie mu atwenya papa na kwa tena fie afeni ase yedi mu aye no aba na wudi bim wabre so a ne bra so a wakotena fi o se niema saa na emwai na owie na ode ato aso se nne se wuyi nipa e wo mayi mu enyuma hodo ye a wonnan aban ene woni a aseni adwuma wani di akire wo mayi mu a wobisa mienu bisa mienso mbeka kire so abrehemu a ye wo e wo mayi aseni emu no kofom etu o se maame Torkornu na adwuma a wo beye no asodie kese ye dane so ne se wo be ma abrehemu ye Ghana fo wo mayi aseni emu no asaya babie mu.
Ghanaians don't have trust in the Supreme Court. They don't have trust in some of the top institutions of public state institutions of this country. The barometers, the CDD report on Batra Bonteno. To the extent this Jubilee House is the most corrupt way, a part of the corrupt institutions in this country. How ordinary citizens arrived at that conclusion was quite surprising. Apart from the police, how can you have that place coming into the place? So I think also that the issue of Galamsey is where you're saying, and can't ordinary citizens in Kwan, it can't be because if water becomes so scarce and becomes the source of conflict, it could affect the Supreme Court. So those who are engaged in Galamsey, cases in the bar, I think they must deliver justice. And they should be, at the High Court, they should insist that this High Court and other things should be up and doing. And I think people who are also acting unconstitutionally, our Supreme Court should be able to come hard at them. Other than that, I think they should redeem the tainted image that they have had as far as certain part of the population is concerned. And for some of us, it is least much to be desired. But I expect with the age of the current Chief Justice who is taking over, I think that she should be able to right all the wrongs as far as superior adjudicature of the land is concerned.
Eni achi Jonathan Asante Ochire no wonim die pa manyo
what has more kind no
was the
judicial adjudicator
boy akwa pen ho asem